We've endured too many of these tragedies in the past few years. And each time I learn the news, I react not as a president, but as anybody else would.
Have you ever wondered what goes on behind closed doors in the world's most iconic relationships? Barack and Michelle Obama have always been seen as the ultimate power couple. But now, shocking revelations are coming to light, shaking the image we've always had of them. What's really going on? The world saw them rise together, first as a senator and his wife who backed him up, and then as the first African-American president and First Lady of the United States. Their marriage was a symbol of love, strength, and loyalty that moved millions of people around the world. What if, though, everything we thought we knew about them was wrong? A kind exterior hides inner struggles, sacrifices, and uncertainty, things that are kept hidden from society's prying eyes. Michelle Obama just said something shocking that has everyone in the country shocked. For 10 years, she said she couldn't stand her husband. In fact, she kept 10 years of anger, bad feelings, and mental pain from everyone else. But that's not all. There are new rumors about Barack's past, including that he had an affair with Jennifer Aniston. These claims have made their marriage even more complicated than it already was. How much of their real friendship has been hidden from each other over the years? Michelle Obama's recent confession about not being able to stand her husband for a decade came as a huge surprise. For years, people have thought of the Obamas as the perfect power couple because they are strong, loving, and probably can't be separated. That picture was ruined, though, when Michelle was honest about how annoyed she was. She said she had been angry at her husband for 10 years and felt bad about herself while he worked on his political goals. People thought Michelle was the epitome of grace, tenacity, and resilience. So when she told the truth about her marriage, it made everyone rethink what they thought they knew about it. The couple's story became more complicated after it was first shown as perfect. What then happened that made those 10 years hard for Michelle? She told them that their responsibilities were not balanced, and it wasn't just the usual problems that come with being married. Michelle was at home with their young girls and running the household while Barack was away getting ready for his run for office. She felt alone and overburdened because she had to carry most of the mental and practical weight. It's not just about housework or parenting. It's also about how it affects your mental health to keep things together while your husband works toward his goals. This kind of pressure can hit home for a lot of women, but it's harder to be honest in public. Over time, Michelle became more and more angry, and her anger began to destroy their marriage. The story of their relationship changes when Michelle says she's felt this way for 11 years. The Obamas' admission shows the problems and pressures they had to deal with in what was once thought to be the perfect marriage. It also shows how hard it is for women to deal with their feelings, especially when their partners are at work and they have to run the household. So, what did the average person do? Many people were shocked by the comment, which made them wonder if the Obamas' marriage was really as good as it seemed. Some friends could connect to Michelle because they knew how hard it was for her to handle family life by herself. Others were shocked and wondered if the public's view of their relationship had been too carefully created. Because Michelle was honest, it led to a larger talk about the sacrifices women make in their relationships and how these problems are sometimes hidden behind the straight faces we see in the media. It makes us remember that every relationship has problems, even ones that look perfect on the outside. It was interesting to hear Michelle's story about what it's like to be in a well-known marriage. The picture of the perfect couple used to be seen as inspiring, but now it seems more real. People who would have felt alone in their problems can speak out because Michelle is honest about how unhappy she is. Let's dive deeper into how this confession has reshaped the Obamas' image and the ongoing impact it has had on their public perception. Barack Obama's memoir, Dreams from My Father, gave us a peek into his life, but there's something missing. The book, which paints a picture of his search for identity and belonging, leaves out key details about past relationships that might make us rethink the story he's told the public. One of the most surprising omissions? Sheila Miyoshi Yeager, a serious relationship that Obama had during his formative years. Sheila isn't a name many people know, but she played an important part in Obama's life during a critical time. They were together for years in Chicago, during his days as a community organizer. This wasn't a brief fling or a passing romance. Sheila was someone he lived with, and they even got engaged twice. But for reasons that have only recently come to light, Obama chose not to include her in the narrative he presented to the world. Why does this matter? Well, Sheila's relationship with Obama challenges the polished image he later crafted. At the time, Obama was still figuring out who he was, trying to piece together his mixed heritage and determine his place in the world. Sheila, of mixed Dutch and Japanese descent, was with him during this period of personal growth, and their relationship was a big part of that. However, Sheila's story didn't fit the political persona Obama was carefully crafting. When he eventually ran for office, there were aspects of his past he might have preferred to keep hidden. As he focused on his political career, he distanced himself from relationships like the one he had with Sheila, perhaps because it didn't fit the idealized version of his life story that he wanted the public to see. The idea of the self-assured, confident man who knew exactly who he was and where he was going had to be reinforced, and Sheila's presence didn't quite line up with that image. This erasure of certain parts of Obama's life is a reminder that even the most charismatic leaders have their own complex stories, and sometimes they choose which parts to reveal to the public. But why leave out something so significant? Obama's decision to omit Sheila raises questions about the image he wanted to project. Was it a conscious decision to shape his public persona in a way that would make him more appealing to voters? Or was it just a way to avoid any potential distractions that might have overshadowed his political ambitions? The erasure of Sheila and other details about Obama's past have caused a stir in the media. Some people see it as just part of the game, a politician carefully choosing the elements of their story that align with their goals. Others feel that it's a little more concerning, suggesting that Obama might have tried to rewrite his history to create a more appealing narrative. This all raises a big question. What does this mean for how we view Obama as a public figure? Does it make him seem less authentic, or is it just the reality of trying to craft a persona that works in the world of politics? Let's look into how the media and the public have reacted to this new information and what it means for Barack Obama's legacy moving forward. The rumors about Barack Obama's alleged affair with Jennifer Aniston have taken the media by storm, causing many to pause and wonder, is there any truth to this? The idea that two of Hollywood's most beloved figures, Barack Obama, the former president, and Jennifer Aniston, America's sweetheart, could be involved in a secret relationship sounds crazy. Yet the rumors have gained significant traction, especially with the whispers of a possible divorce between the Obamas. It all started with a leaked DM that seemed too juicy to ignore. In the message, someone close to Aniston supposedly admitted that she and Barack had been involved in a relationship that wasn't exactly a secret among her inner circle. The bombshell spread across the internet, setting social media ablaze. But it didn't stop there. What made it even more intriguing was Aniston's actions after the leak. Just days after the rumors exploded online, she disabled comments on her Instagram, a move that some people found odd. Why would she do that? Maybe she just didn't want to deal with the flood of questions. Or maybe, as some fans speculated, she wasn't denying the rumors outright. The silence spoke volumes. What caught people's attention even more was Aniston's reaction in a recent interview when Obama's name was brought up. Normally, when celebrities are confronted with outlandish rumors, they either laugh them off or quickly dismiss them with a sharp, "No, that's ridiculous!" But Aniston's response was far from confident. When asked about the supposed affair, her body language betrayed her, with nervous laughter and stuttering words. Fans and critics couldn't help but analyze every move. Her EFT, a lot of people wondering if she was trying to avoid denying something that was closer to the truth than she was letting on. It's one thing to have an awkward moment in an interview, but when you add in the context of the rumor mill swirling around a potential Obama divorce, everything takes on a new level of significance. Barack Obama has been a figure associated with family values, stability, and charm. The thought of him being involved in an affair with someone as famous as Jennifer Aniston flips the narrative. Why does this rumor capture so much attention? Is it because we feel like we know these celebrities so well? Or is it simply because their lives seem like the ultimate soap opera? The Obamas were once the epitome of the perfect couple, and now this new rumor challenges that image. But it's not just the Obama-Aniston connection that has the public so fixated. It's the fact that these two stars are at the center of a story that feels so scandalous and unexpected. Aniston, a woman who has kept her personal life incredibly private, and Obama, a man who has crafted a carefully curated public image, suddenly finding themselves linked in this way, feels like something out of a drama. Fans want to know the truth, and they want to see if their beloved stars are really as perfect as they seem, or if there's a hidden side that's been carefully protected. So, what's next? Could this rumor be just that, a rumor? Or is there more to it than what the media is letting on? Recently, rumors about Michelle and Barack Obama's divorce have grown stronger. What's even more surprising is that big news outlets haven't said anything about them. People haven't picked up on the subtle signs of marriage stress, and big news outlets have mostly ignored them, which spreads even more rumors. First, Michelle Obama has been skipping important events like the funeral of former President Jimmy Carter. She used to be in public all the time. People might not notice if you miss one event, but when you do it a lot, they start to wonder. Michelle used to be easy to spot, but now she's not as noticeable, and her absence from important events has caused people to question her. Is she pulling away for personal reasons, or is there something more going on? Barack Obama's acts on social media sites also make people suspicious. People thought his most recent birthday message to Michelle sounded strange and wasn't friendly like he usually is. For a real birthday wish, some fans found the post strange because it seemed official and distant. This change in tone only spread rumors of a split, leaving many people to wonder what is really going on behind the scenes. There are constant rumors that Michelle and Barack may not be living together, which makes the situation darker. Many times, busy lives keep married people apart for a while. However, some stories say Michelle has been living apart from Barack for a long time. If this is true, it makes you wonder if they are still together, or if this is the start of moving apart. Because of the lack of clarity, more questions have come up, which is making people more and more interested. It's most mysterious that the big media haven't said anything about this. Due to the Obamas' fame, you'd think that big news outlets would talk about their marriage problems, but they haven't. This silence stands out for a couple whose every move has been watched. Could the media be trying to protect their image? When the Obamas are talked about negatively, it could erase the image of power and unity that they have long had. On the other hand, conservative news outlets have taken a more negative view of the rumors and have been more open about the Obamas' potential marital problems. Other networks, like Fox News, have jumped at the chance to question the idea that Barack and Michelle are the perfect couple. The news stories about the rumors and criticisms of the Obamas have made more people doubt their marriage. Some conservatives say that the idea of the Obamas as a perfect, unquestionable family might just be a front for a lot of mystery and guesswork, which would make the story stronger. More and more, it's clear that the big media aren't saying anything. Are they just waiting for more specific proof to write up? Or are they trying to protect the Obamas' reputation? In either case, the silence is making people wonder more than it answers, which lets other opinions speak out and change people's minds. With all these factors in play, the real question now is, how long will the Obamas maintain their silence, and how much longer can the media avoid addressing the situation? There has always been an air of mystery surrounding Barack Obama's past. While his public image as America's first black president has been largely pristine, some of the rumors that have emerged over the years hint at a side of him that has been carefully hidden from the public eye. One of the most controversial claims comes from Larry Sinclair, who in 2008 made shocking allegations that he and Obama had a romantic relationship involving encounters with drugs. Though many dismissed these claims as attempts to gain attention, the fact that they still persist in conspiracy circles adds an intriguing layer of uncertainty to Obama's carefully crafted narrative. Were these claims just baseless rumors, or do they point to a more complicated past that Obama chose to erase? These unanswered questions continue to hang over Obama's legacy. As a politician, especially one as high-profile as Barack Obama, creating a public image is part of the job. It's almost expected that the personal and public lives of politicians, particularly those who have held the office of president, will be carefully curated. Public figures shape their image with great precision, controlling what the public knows, while hiding details that could derail their careers. In Obama's case, much of his public image has been built on the notion of unity, integrity, and being the perfect family man. His family life, his marriage to Michelle, and his relationship with his daughters have been key components of this image. But as with many public figures, the reality of their private lives doesn't always match the persona they present to the world. The idea of having secrets, especially in a high-profile political career, is part of what makes these images so powerful. But it's also what leads to the possibility of these carefully hidden parts of a person's past becoming exposed. For Obama, what has remained veiled raises questions that might forever linger in the public's mind. Obama's evolving identity over the years may provide some insight into these mysteries. As a young man, Obama seemed to have different desires and relationships, many of which he has distanced himself from over time. His memoir, Dreams from My Father, paints a picture of a man searching for his place in the world. However, as his political career grew, Obama may have consciously shaped his identity to better align with the expectations of his political goals. H is relationships with women like Sheila Miyoshi Jager, which were omitted from his public narrative, hint at a man who was still figuring out who he was before he became the polished, confident politician he is known as today. The question remains, did Obama distance himself from these relationships in order to fit into a narrative that better suited his political ambitions? Were parts of his past deliberately erased to align with the image he wanted to project? If the rumors and past stories about Obama's hidden life gain more traction, they could have a significant impact on how the public views him. The perfect public image that Obama has worked so hard to maintain could be shattered, leaving behind a more complex and human figure. His reputation as the ideal family man, the smooth-talking politician, could change forever. The idea that he may have lived a double life, hiding parts of himself to please the public, would alter how he is remembered in history. The impact could be enormous, not just for Obama personally, but also for the political legacy he left behind. Would it diminish his accomplishments, or would people learn to see him as a more flawed but ultimately relatable figure? The questions raised by these rumors complicate the straightforward narrative of Obama's legacy, leaving a gap of uncertainty that may never be filled. Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated, and click on the next video popping up on your screen. See you next time.